Welcome to Found on TikTok. I'm your host, Jamal Radio Raheem. Now, Found on TikTok is a show where I find topics, music, guests from TikTok. They're all going to be music related. That's what I like to talk about. That's what I like to discuss. Now, this is episode number 2. We are going to do part 2 of my top 50 MCs. We're doing 25 to 1. If you want the rest of the list, you got to go back and watch the last episode because we ain't got time to be going through the list. Now, without further ado, let's just get right into it. At 25, I got to go with Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg is a West Coast staple, you know what I'm saying? I honestly wanted to put Snoop Dogg higher because of my love for him and his music, because I am from Southern California. Snoop Dogg has been a staple in my life, but everybody knows who he is. Doggy Style, one of the greatest, not just hip hop albums of all time, one of the most important albums of all time, if you ask me. But Snoop Dogg at 25. At 24, we have a rapper who don't get the credit, might be the most underrated rapper of all time, in my opinion. That is Ludacris. Ludacris has bars. If you beef with Ludacris, he usually comes out on top. Ask T.I. Like, word of mouth doesn't get the love that it deserves. That album was just fantastic. Chicken and Beer, like Red Light District. Like, Ludacris is just fantastic. Like, I know people be thinking like he's the Fast and the Furious dude, but he got them punchlines, them bars. All of his music videos was creative as hell. Shout out to Luda. 23, I'm going with Big Crit. Now, I am a big fan of Big Crit. He's one of my favorite artists of all time. But this isn't just about who my favorite. This is about the best rappers. And he's 23 on my list. Mixtapes, classic. You know, his mixtapes are albums. You know what I'm saying? Like, Big Crit does not miss. He literally does not miss. You know, he is somebody that, unfortunately, like, he's in an era of Kendrick, Cole, and Drake. Because if he came out in any other era, we would be talking about Big Crit as like one of the greatest MCs of all time. He's that fantastic. His mixtapes are better than some of your favorite rappers' albums. He ain't giving it to us for free too. Come on. Come on. At 22, we got the pioneer himself, Rakim. Rakim is just important. He's one of the, if there's probably like 5 or 6 people I say are the most important people to lace the microphone, and he is one of them. Like, because back before Rakim, people was rapping like the hip, the hop, the hip it, and like Rakim was like the first MC, at least that I heard. Like, when I went back and listened to old school music, that was rapping like more modern. He is just he's a legend. Shout out to Rakim. And at 21, we have the artist formerly known as Kanye West. We have Ye. The reason why I don't have him on there a little bit higher is because he's not an elite rapper. Like, he knows how to put good songs together. His first 3 albums, goated. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to find somebody with a better 3-album run. Like, you can literally make an argument for each one of those albums being the best albums of his catalog. And that is a great thing to do. All the controversy aside, he is a great artist. You can't kind of put this controversy aside. I don't know why I said that, because he be saying some wild stuff. But despite all of that, I guess, he is a great artist. His catalog is one of the best in music history. Kanye West at 21. At 20, I'm going with Q-Tip. Now, it was a battle between Q-Tip and Kanye, to be honest, for me. Q-Tip, I went literally off of like production, lyricism, and all. I think Q-Tip's a better rapper. Let me not even go through like his catalog. We know the Tribe stuff. You know what I'm saying? We know the Tribe stuff. We know his solo stuff. We know his production. I went off of who's a better rapper between him and Ye, and I had to go with Q-Tip. He's phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? I personally think Q-Tip needs a documentary to show like how talented he is. He brought us people like Jay Dilla. Like, he brought us Jay Dilla. Even though Jay Dilla did a lot of production for a Tribe, he brought us Jay Dilla. Like, that alone, like, he got my love. You know what I'm saying? Like, he put Jay Dilla on the. He didn't like make Jay Dilla. I don't want people to think I'm saying that. He put Jay Dilla on a project like a tribe project, and then like obviously Dilla's talent took over. But despite all that, Q-Tip is just a talented MC. He's a talented artist. Like if Q-Tip gives you a cosign from and you're an artist, I'm automatically listening to you, no matter the genre. If you get a Q-Tip cosign, I'm listening to you because his ear for music is just like no other. At 19, I'm going with Missy Elliott. I love Missy. I think she is the greatest female MC of all time. I wanted to put Missy higher. And honestly, the reason why she's not higher is not because of her talent or anything like that. It's just the input over the years hasn't been as much. And I hold that against her. Because that's the only thing you can hold her against. Like when you're going through like top 20, at that point, you're like picking little small things. And that's what it was with her. Because you can't knock the impact. You can't say any of that. One of the most important, if not the most important women to ever lace a microphone is Missy Elliott. Shout out to Missy, man. I can't wait to see Missy perform. Like she's just so talented. She's the main reason why I'm going to Lovers and Friends. By the time this comes out, Lovers and Friends would already happen. But she's the main reason why I'm gonna be there. 18, LL Cool J, another person who I have as super important to hip hop. He's somebody that people don't talk about the work that he be putting in enough. You know what I'm saying? He's the first rap superstar. LL Cool J is the first rap superstar. He be doing too much with his licking his lips and all that, but that ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? That's for somebody else. But LL Cool J, the first rap superstar, hits after hits after hits. The Drake before Drake. Shout out to LL. 17, Eminem. Um, Eminem expanded hip hop like nobody else could. One, because of his whiteness. Um, he's somebody that his whiteness has helped him all over his career. I'm not going to act like that. I've acknowledged that plenty of times. Some people have went back and forth with me. You can go back and forth all you want, but that's just a fact. But I cannot take away from his lyricism, his bars, like the people that he battled, like his just creativity, his overall like MC ability. Cannot take that away from Eminem. He's a great MC. He does the damn thing. Like when you tell people like you think Eminem wouldn't be as far if he was black, like I don't know why people get upset. Like to me, if he was black, he would be the next person on my list. And that is Redman at 16. If like Redman is just so slept on. He to me is him and Eminem are the same MC. I just like Redman's music more, so that's why he became 16. Like they do the exact same thing. They are both like funny type of rap. They have that. They got them raps when you just like, oh my gosh, they are the greatest rappers on the earth. Like they both have songs like that where you're literally like, nobody should rap with you. Like nobody should rap with you. So shout out to Reggie, Redman, one of the greatest. At 15, Lupe Fiasco. He is a rapper's rapper. He is literally a rapper's rapper. Like, if you like rap, you love Lupe Fiasco. The people who really are like, I like that backpack. I love that the wordsmith. They love Lupe Fiasco. His fan base is a little annoying. He got one of the most annoying fan bases, you know. But Lupe Fiasco is just so talented. Like, what's that song, Mural? Where he's going like 9 minutes just spitting bars, just spitting witty bars. And then you're just like, oh my gosh, over fantastic production. And Lupe just going bar after bar after bar. Like, he said, like, the Queen white glove hand, whatever that lyric right there. Oh my gosh. I should just put it in so people have an idea what the hell I'm talking about. But Lupe Fiasco, storytelling, rapping ability. Like the only issue I have with Lupe Fiasco is I think he picks some trash beats from time to time. But him as an MC cannot be questioned. At 14, we're going with 14, I'm going with Biggie. And I know people will be like, Biggie not in your top 10? What? That's crazy. Biggie's not in my top 10 because he doesn't have enough. He literally does not have enough like music out there for us to really like judge him. For him to make my top 20, that shows you how great of an MC he is. Because like those two albums that we got, them two albums we got, classic albums, classic songs, like the bars, the wordplay. Biggie had it. Like he had that charisma. He had it all. Like for a fat, ugly nigga, he was doing the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like his music will make you think that he didn't look the way that he looked. And I'm not trying to talk about somebody's looks, like I'm like Denzel or something. But like his music is like it made him like seem, I don't know, he had this energy, this aura about him. Like when you listen to his music, it's just so smooth. You know what I'm saying? Like I see how like he was able to get Little Kim and Faith Evans. Like I see that. Um, his music is great. Um, he is a great MC. Just not enough work. Cannot crack my top 10 if you don't have enough work. Number 13, MF Doom. RP to Doom. I didn't get into Doom until I was older. Until I hit college. I knew like the Mad Villain, because I was big on Madlib, but I didn't really listen to Doom's work, like his solo work, until college, and I don't know why. I don't know why I was sleeping on his music. I'm a big fan of Doom. I think like he has like this, it's unorthodox flow. He has this like weird like it's just weird, but it works. Like it wouldn't work for anybody else, but it works. Like he has this weird, unique style and flow, and it helps that he got bars. It helps that he got bars. So RP to Doom, man. I don't want to talk too long about him because I just get sad. Like I low key get sad because like he's like the biggest like what if he wanted the limelight? You know what I'm saying? Like he would get way more love um than he gets. So yeah. At 12, I'm going with Drake. And I know people will be like ghost writing, blah blah blah. I get it. You know what I mean? That's the only reason why he doesn't crack my top 10 is the ghost writing. Drake is a phenomenal MC. We saw him get busy. We have seen him get busy on the microphone. Like he is, he's one of the rare artists that you could be like, they're a top 15, top 20 pop star. They're a top 20 R&B star. They're a top 20 rapper. Like the amount of hits that Drake got, he literally has more slaps than the Beatles. Like, and y'all put the Beatles way up here. Drake is a top tier MC, top tier artist. Like when he gets on the track with your favorite MCs, he be going bar to bar with them. There's only been a few MCs that I've seen get the best of Drake on a track, and those MCs are all in my top 10. So that should tell you how great of an MC he is. I'm a big fan of Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like some people think I hate Drake. I don't know why. I love his music. If he's always in my Spotify rap every year, every year, because I'm a big fan of Drake. I think he sing too much. I like rapping Drake. I think rapping Drake is an elite rapper. Shout out to Drizzy Drake for constantly putting out nice hit after hit after hit, hit after hit after hit. Shout out to Drake. At 11, I'm going with the artist formerly known as Mos Def. Oh, shout out to Mos. Oh man, Mos is like he won. You know, this had nothing to do with music. He's phenomenal at everything that he does, acting, like writing, anything he does, speaking. Like he does great. But as an MC, he is just great. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what it is about like Brooklyn artists, because I think that's where he's from. New York artists. Um, but there's something about them. But Brooklyn artists in particular, like Most Def, this man is he could just do it all. He can get on a track with anybody and go bar to bar with them. He has songs for the ladies. He has the classic songs. Um, I don't really like Tyler Kweli that he works with constantly. That does have me questioning some stuff about Most Def. I don't like Tyler Kweli on a personal level, not musically, because he is a good MC. But Most Def is a phenomenal rapper. Like there's not too many rappers on the planet better than him. He is a rapper's rapper. You know what I'm saying? He's your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. He's that type of MC. Um, literally, like Most Def, I can't say enough words about him. Big fan. Big fan. We get into that top 10 territory. Oh man, this is what people actually be caring about when it comes to lists. They don't look at no other number on the list. They only look at the top 10. So here's my top 10. At 10, Black Thought. And the only reason why he ain't higher is because his solo catalog ain't really ain't there yet. It's getting there. Like he keep releasing these projects where he's working with one producer. I think more artists should do that. Number one, but he's coming. He's coming. You know what I'm saying? I would say if I was to do this in 5 years, he probably would be higher. But Black Thought, like he just has so many bars. Like I've been a fan of his for years. Since I first heard the Roots, I said, "Who is that guy rapping? Who is that guy rapping?" Even when I wasn't really like heavy into like that type of music, he stood out. He always stood out. Like something about him stood out. He's just a phenomenal MC, phenomenal artist. His ear is great as well. Like if I do a track with Black Thought, I'm going to probably have to rewrite my verse because he's coming with a good 16. A good 16. He's just a elite MC. I remember I saw him at Smoking Grooves in Long Beach. Well, I saw the Roots, and this man just started freestyling. He just started freestyling. They were playing like live instruments, and he just started freestyling. And you can tell he was freestyling because he was looking into the crowd and he was pointing at what people was wearing and had on their heads and stuff like that. And that's how you know he was going off the top. And I was thoroughly impressed. I was so impressed. And I was like, oh man. I don't know how many MCs could do what he do. Shout out to Black Thought. At number 9, the real king of the South, in my opinion, Scarface. Ghetto Boys catalog phenomenal, but his solo work is even better, which says a lot. My dad had almost all of Scarface CDs, so I grew up listening to Scarface. Scarface is what got me into like Houston artists. I will always be grateful for Scarface. The Fix is a great album. Um, he honestly, I wish he was more like I'm the best. I wish he was more because he gets left out of these conversations because he doesn't do that. He doesn't say I'm the greatest of all time or whatever enough. He needs to do that so like people can give him his credit because we don't need to give him his credit when he passed away. Like we don't need to do that. We need to give him his credit right now while he's still alive and still was crushing shit anytime he gets on a microphone. Shout out to Scarface, Uncle Scarface, Brad Jordan. Shout out to you. 8, Ice Cube. Literally, without Cube, there's like no NWA. Without Cube, there's not a lot of stuff. He is literally like the father of a whole genre. He's the father of gangster rap. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't just giving you gangster rap. He was literally giving you political rap without us thinking it's political rap. Like F the Police, like people just think that's a gangster rap song, but you listen to what they saying, they are literally talking about stuff that still happens to this day, unfortunately. Like Ice Cube is a West Coast pioneer. America's Most. Um, I listen to a lot of Cube too. When I was going through, I won't even say it's a phase because I'm still that person. When I was really like my F white people phase, like for real. I was listening to a lot of Ice Cube. I was reading a lot. I still do that, but and I was like, man, he is saying some stuff. Some of the stuff I don't agree with, but he was saying some stuff. And Ice Cube is a legend, West Coast legend. Will always get respect over here in this household. He's always gonna get played in this household. It was a good day. It's always going to be on the playlist. Shout out to Ice Cube. Keep doing that motherfucking thing. At 7, Cold World, J. Cole, Dreamville. Like, Friday Night Lights is my all-time favorite mixtape. J. Cole is one of my favorite rappers of all time, but he's not only just one of my favorite rappers of all time, he's one of the best rappers of all time. His relatability is something that is really great for him. Like, you could probably find rappers who are more lyrical when it comes to like actually bars. Like Lupe Fiasco is more lyrical than J. Cole, but he is not a better artist than J. Cole. I don't even think he's a better MC. I think he has more bars. But like the way J. Cole puts the bars together, the way that he knows how to get on like a track and like switch up his flow, the way he just does everything, like this man cannot miss. Like he literally went on that feature run where I was like, why do y'all keep putting him on the track? Because we forget that it's your song. Because J. Cole is bodying you niggas. He is bodying you niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he was just killing it. But like, I knew he was gonna be big when I heard. It wasn't even like Lights Please or any of that. It was off of the Come Up. Little Ghetto Nigga. That's the song that I said this man is going to be somebody. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not always correct with that. You know what I'm saying? I thought Charles Hamilton was going to be super, super great. And I mean, obviously, like other stuff happened to stop him because his talent is still there. But when I heard the Come Up, I knew J. Cole was going to make it. And like, shout out to his people or whoever his friends were, because like I used to be on these mixtape sites heavy, and I kept seeing this man's name in the comment section. That's the only reason why I even listened to him. Like, cause I had no reason to listen to the Come Up, and I kept seeing this man's name in the comment section. And I was like, you know what? Let me download his mixtape. I downloaded it, and I was like, oh, this guy got something. I need to follow him from years on, and I've been a fan ever since. Shout out to King Cole, J. Cole, Dreamville. At number 6, we have Tupac, um, one of the most important artists to ever grace this earth. I don't need to talk about his music, his impact musically, because we all know it. He has classic songs for every scenario. Like Tupac is one of the rare artists like you can play one of his songs depending on the mood you in. He has a song for all of that. If you got beef, you got a song for that. Like if you sad, got a song for that. Love songs, got a song for that. You know what I'm saying? Like your girl getting on your nerves, got a song for that. You trying to be like fake woke, he got a song for that. You trying to be real woke, he got a song for that. You know what I'm saying? Like he literally, you trying to turn up? Come on, you know he got it. Like Tupac, musically, I think I can't say nothing that hasn't been said already about him. His impact, just as a black man in America, for me, is beyond. But like, I can't even explain how important that was. To have his music, to have his poetry, to have interviews of his that I could see and listen to. Um, he's more he like there's rappers who are better. Like there's better rappers as far as like the art of rap. There are rappers better. But like Tupac will make like the simplest stuff sound great. Sound great. I hear Brenda's got a baby, but Brenda's barely got a brain. A damn shame the girl could hardly spell her name. Very simple, but the way like he puts it together in his voice works every single time. You know what I'm saying? Like RIP to Tupac, one of the most important people to ever grace this earth, not just music. He had an impact on society. Shout out to Tupac. Shout out to his family. At 5, we're going with Lil Wayne, Mr. Lil Weezy Babe. Um, Lil Wayne is his impact on hip hop is the most important in my opinion because there are so many Lil Wayne clones right now. Like there's so many. Like rappers weren't using auto tune until Lil Wayne came around. Like yeah, T Pain is the originator to get auto tune popping, but rappers weren't doing it like that until Lil Wayne. They weren't. Like he literally has been around since I basically was born. Lil Wayne been rapping for damn near 30 years. I'm 30. You know what I'm saying? Like Lil Wayne is a top tier MC. There was a time where he was on literally every song on the radio, whether it was a pop song, a rap song, his song, he was on the radio. But his impact has been seen, has been heard. Everybody knows that. Like y'all need to give Lil Wayne his flowers. Like he honestly needs to be honored at one of these hip hop awards or something. They need to give Lil Wayne the legendary award, whatever the award is that they give the people who they honor. I don't be watching them award shows. If they honored Lil Wayne, I'll tell you I would watch it because like Lil Wayne's impact is felt. We feel it every time we listen to a song. Like anytime a Millie comes on, I stop whatever I'm doing and I literally have to rap the whole song. I have to rap the whole song. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody talks about Carter 3, which was his most important project. The Carter 2, Wayne was in his motherfucking bag. He was in his bag. He was. The Drought 3, No Ceilings. Come, like, what are we doing? What are we talking about? Like, his songs that leaked are better than people's whole album. The songs that leaked that were supposed to be the original Carter 3 are better than people's albums. What are we doing right now? Wayne is him. He is him. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have a top 5 and you don't have Lil Wayne in it, I'm questioning your top 5. If you have a top 10 and he ain't in it, your list is invalid in my opinion. Because Wayne is that important, because Wayne is that damn good. Put some motherfucking respect on his name. Like Baby said, put some respect on his name. At 4, we're going with Nasty Nas. Nas has the greatest hip hop album of all time. It has like the bars, the storytelling, the production on that album. Illmatic is the greatest hip hop album of all time. And if he never made another album, Nas would be a top 50 MC. He would be a top 50 MC. His problem is he picks terrible beats. He picks terrible beats. That's the only thing I agree with DJ Vlad on. Nas picked some terrible beats. Like he even reused a beat before. Like what was it? I think it was Thief's Theme or whatever beat that he reused. But Nas's lyricism, his storytelling, you cannot act like that ain't top tier. You cannot, you know what I'm saying? Like we're seeing right now when Nas gets with a producer who is top tier, what he does. Him and Hit Boy, Shaq and Kobe, Magic and Kareem, Scotty and Pippen. Actually, not Scotty, because Pippen be hating. You know what I'm saying? Scotty and Pippen, Scotty and Jordan. I don't know why I said Scotty and Pippen. I got in a little role. I got carried away. But Nas is just, to me, like I say, a lot of people are rappers, but he really is. He really is because like anytime you see a rapper do an interview, like and Nas comes up, They all love to talk about him. And the ones who don't be people who are here today, gone tomorrow. Shout out to Nas. Um, my dad had all Nas' CDs, and I inherited all of Nas' CDs. So I have pretty much all of his CDs except I think I'm missing one. I think I'm missing the untitled one, the N-word one. That might be the only one that I'm missing. I think I have all of his CDs though because of my dad. So that's mostly how I listen to Nas was my dad's CDs that he had. So I know a lot of Nas. I was listening to Nas way earlier than I probably should have been listening to Nas. Um, but shout out to Nas, man. You're one of the greatest of all time. You need your flowers as well. At number three, I'm going with Three Stacks. Andre 3000. Andre 3000 is literally like he's just what he you can make a case that he's the greatest rapper of all time. And he doesn't even have a solo rap album. How many artists can you say that about? Like think about that. How many artists can you literally make a case for being the greatest rapper of all time and they don't have a solo album? They have no solo rap album because I don't think The Love Below is a rap album. It's an album that has a little bit of rap on it, but it's mostly singing. Um, Andre 3000 though, he get on your song, it's his song. It's his song. Like there's plenty of songs that I can just name off the top of my head that he's on, and it's like that ain't your song no more. I Do by Jeezy, the Walk It Out remix, that's his song. Royal Flush by Big Boy and Raekwon's on there as well. Like I'm not gonna go through the list of songs, um, but if he gets on your song, that is no longer your song. Like his verse is always great. One of my favorite verses from him is the Art of Storytelling Part 4 on the DJ Drama album. And he like went through that story and completely bodied that thing. Put that thing in a body bag. And I'm big on him. I'm big on all the outcasts. I'm big on that. But I can recognize like everybody else can recognize Andre 3000's talent. Like, and it's so weird to me that everybody seems to have a picture with Andre 3000 except me. It's gonna happen one day. And the funniest thing, this has nothing to do with music. I guess when I get like real comfortable, um, I don't hear it personally, but when I get real comfortable, like people will be like, "Oh my gosh, you sound like Andre 3000," and I'm like, "I don't sound like no Andre 3000," but like I've got this at least 7 times. I was at Denny's one time with my brother, and then the worker literally came up to me, and she was all like, "I was about to clock off, but like I had to let you know that you sound like Andre 3000." And I was just all like, "Oh gosh," like my brother just egged it on. He just egged it on. Um, but Andre 3000 is an elite rapper, one of the greatest rappers of all time. Honestly, my top three, you can make a case for, well, really my top five. You can make a case for them all being the GOAT, and I wouldn't even be mad at you. Like, I literally would be like, okay, all right, I have this person as a GOAT, but I understand your point. You can do that, though. So, at number two, we're going with Kung Fu Kenny himself, Kendrick Lamar. No misses in this man's catalog. Not one single miss. Not one single miss. Like albums, we talking albums. He ain't miss. Section 80. There a miss? No. Good Kid, Mad City. No. To Pimp a Butterfly. Hell no. Untitled, Unmastered. The songs that didn't even make the album. No. Damn. No. Even the Black Panther soundtrack. No. Like, no. Like, what are we doing? Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, that might be his worst album. And that album is phenomenal. That's what it's showing about Kendrick. Like when he wants to do this thing, he gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I honestly would have him as the GOAT. Like if like if number one didn't exist, to be honest. But um if he was like more into like releasing projects and stuff like that, if he gave us a project every 2-3 years, there would be no way you can even make a case that somebody is better than Kendrick. Kendrick has he has like went super far, way farther than I ever thought he would go. Um, like even his mixtapes are classic. Like the Kendrick Lamar EP, not even like an EP. There's like 20 songs, almost not 20. There's a lot of songs on that bad boy. Like there's a lot of songs on the EP. Overly dedicated. Come on, I knew he was gonna be talented, and like I didn't know where he was gonna go when I heard C4. That's his mixtape. I heard that and I said, this kid got something. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think he would be who he is right now, though. Kendrick literally can do everything. Not too many MCs can do that. He can fit on a pop song, a rapidy rap song, a trap song. He can fit with any type of artist. Like he's somebody that could work with a Taylor Swift, a Beyonce, a YG, a Drake. Like he can literally work with everybody. And the song that honestly put him on notice to the rest of the world, to me, was the Control verse, the Big Sean song, and everybody focuses on the name calling part of the verse. Which, yeah, that was actually that was hard. That was hard. But that's the worst probably part of the verse. That's probably the worst part of the verse. Like he was talking cash shit on that song, and he was doing it. He was showing that he is one of the greatest MCs ever. Like you can't even compare him to artists rapping right now. You only can compare him to legends because of everything that he's accomplished. He surpassed anybody that like he can ever look up as mentors. Like he passed Game, he passed Snoop, he passed Cube. You know what I'm saying? Like he passed all of them. Like he passed his peers. He passed Cole. He passed Drake. Like, and those artists all have classic albums, but Kendrick has albums that are like you have to sit down, listen in a setting. You have to sit there and like really like listen to these albums, and like you can't just you just can't like you can't be turning up trying to listen to Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to sit there and literally like listen to his album. You know, I don't know if that was confusing, but like you have to really engage when it comes to a Kendrick album. You know, like I personally want a fun Kendrick album. You know what I'm saying? Like, and some people say, "Damn, was that album?" Um, you could make a case that "Damn" was that album, but I honestly want a Kendrick album with just straight hits, straight hits, straight hits, like straight songs like "Humble." You know what I'm saying? Like, I want a fun Kendrick album so we could eliminate that stupid ass argument that like he makes boring music or he makes certain type of music. So we could literally eliminate that argument from people because I'm honestly that's the only critique I've ever heard anybody have on him. He is one of the greatest, and the only reason why he's not number one is because number one is Jay Z, Sean Carter. Literally, I don't even know what to say about him that hasn't been said. Jay Z is the GOAT. Like the Blueprint, Reasonable Doubt, American Gangster, 444, um, Volume 1, Volume 2. And like the growth that you get from Jay-Z and his music and his ability to be able to survive all these eras. He literally survived all these eras and he's just like still the top, you know what I'm saying? Still the top. That is insane. That is insane. He really went from the boom bap to the swag rap to the mustard. Everybody got a mustard beat rap. to like now. We see him go from street nigga to like flashy nigga to like a businessman or a business nigga. Because I said nigga to all those. But we've seen him do that. We've seen Jay-Z grow. We heard tracks of his and we're just like, oh my gosh. Like he is somebody that just seems to getting better with age. And like you don't really see that. He survived everything. Like that song, Every Day a Star is Born. That song by him, like it came on randomly the other day. And I was like, damn, he literally survived everything. Like some people be like, oh, he stole Big's flow, he stole Big's this. Like Jay-Z was a better rapper than Biggie when Biggie was alive. Like I'm saying that. He was a better rapper than Biggie when Biggie was alive. Like we need to just acknowledge that. But like he's the GOAT for everything, honestly. Impact from the hit songs, classic albums to literally everything. Like his impact on like just hip hop in general. Like he said, stop drinking Cristal. People stop drinking Cristal. He said jerseys are dead. They stopped wearing jerseys. I did it because I think for myself. Um, he started wearing suits. People start wearing suits. Like Jay Z's voice, his influence, his impact alone is important. But like his lyricism, like he just gets in the booth in one takes. That's crazy. He don't be writing stuff down. That's crazy. Like honestly, like he got people having these stupid conversations of like $50,000 or a dinner with Jay Z. You would never ask that question about anybody else. That shows you like his greatness. But I honestly think he's the greatest. Um, I think that it will be hard to pass him. Like you can make a case for anybody being the top, but he is my top rapper. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all top 10, because that's really what people care about, to be honest. But shout out to y'all for watching. This has been found on TikTok. I've been your boy Jamal Radio Raheem. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next week, man. Peace out.